Kansas City, 1935, the kind of place where jazz was vivid, suits were sharp, and folks still believed a man was exactly who he said he was. But inside the hotel president, room 1046 was about to flip that whole idea on its head. 'Cause one night a guy walked in calling himself Roland T. Owen, and from the jump, nothing about him sat right. No bags, no papers, no past, just a clean-cut dude with a cold look in his eyes like he'd seen some stuff he wasn't ever gonna talk about. And first thing he tells the bellboy, "Leave the door unlocked." Now that ain't normal behavior, not even back then, but it gets weirder. Maids who entered the room said it was always dark, curtains pulled tight like the guy didn't want sunlight touching him, just sitting there quiet, barely talking. Like he was laying low or waiting on something heavy to go down, and every time someone asked if he needed anything, he'd brush it off real casual. "Nah, I'm good. Waiting on a friend." Yeah, a friend that never properly showed up, or maybe showed up in a way nobody expected. Through the evening, witnesses start noticing strange patterns. The room sometimes locked from the outside, but someone clearly inside. Voices heard, but no one answering properly. The phone ringing off the hook like somebody desperate to reach him. And then, silence, the kind of silence that makes your gut twist. Next morning, a bellboy finally checks in after that phone keeps blowing up. And man, what he walks into ain't just a messy room. It's straight-up chaos. Like a storm hit only that space, furniture tossed around, sheets ripped up. Blood smeared like someone tried to crawl their way out of hell. And there he is. Owen, barely alive, body wrecked, skull cracked, ribs probably busted, marks all over him like somebody didn't just beat him. They worked him over, slow and brutal, like they wanted answers or maybe revenge. They rush him to the hospital. Cops come in thinking they'll crack the case quick. But nah, this dude plays it strange even then, giving half answers, dodging real questions, sticking to that fake name like it's the only thing holding his whole story together. And when they push harder, he feeds them lines that don't add up, like "I fell" or "nobody hurt me," which is straight-up nonsense considering how wrecked he was, and within hours, he's gone just like that. The only guy who knew what really went down in that room takes the truth to the grave. Now here's where it turns from messed up to straight chilling. Cops dig into his identity and find nothing. No record of a Roland T. Owen anywhere, fingerprints don't match, no missing persons line up. Even his clothes are scrubbed clean of any traceable tags. Like someone made damn sure this man couldn't be traced back to anything or anyone, like he was erased before he even died. And just when it feels like the trail's gone cold, boom. A mysterious woman calls the funeral home, voice low, kinda shaky, asking about the man, almost like she cared but didn't want to get pulled into whatever mess he was part of. Then she dips without leaving a name, and days later someone pays for his funeral. Cash, no identity, no questions. And at the grave, a bouquet shows up with a note that reads, "Love forever, Louise." Now who the hell is Louise? A lover, a handler, someone from his past that knew exactly what happened but chose silence over truth. Cause nobody ever tracked her down either. She just fades into the same darkness as him. Over the years, theories start stacking up. Some folks swear he was mixed up with organized crime, maybe double-crossed the wrong people and paid the price. Others think espionage, like he was running under a fake identity and things went sideways real fast. And then there's the idea that he was set up from the start. Lured into that room knowing he wasn't making it out, like the whole thing was planned down to the last detail, even his identity being wiped clean. But no matter how you slice it, nothing sticks solid, no suspects, no clear motive, no real name, just fragments of a story that refuses to come together. And the craziest part, this ain't just some dusty old case file. It's one of those stories that keeps haunting people, cause it breaks the basic rule we all believe in, that everyone is someone, that every face has a name, every life leaves a trail. But this guy, nah, he slipped through the cracks like a ghost in a tailored suit, walked into room 1046 like he belonged there, and walked out as a mystery nobody's ever been able to solve. And to this day, if you stand in that hotel and think about it long enough, you start wondering, was he hiding from something? Or was something hunting him down the whole time?